thanks. Well, and then this is not...
I think the Lord just kind of put it on my heart like, okay, I should probably have a group. I want to have a group to go through this with. And I feel like he put on my heart specific names.
And Laura sent a text and said, hey, would you want to be involved in Revive School and go through this journey?
When Laura brought up the idea of doing Revive School with her and some friends, she invited me and I said yes.
The 5 of us were together. Not everyone would put people with us, you know? And so like that we would do this group together. It wasn't like this supernatural like little clique that was already formed. It was kind of sporadic in the beginning. And so, but I feel like even the naturalness of us having a Bible in Starbucks, it's not even like a thing anymore.
So I was apprehensive, intimidated, all of those things. I didn't grow up going to church. And so a Bible study in general has always been intimidating to me, having to meet with people and feel like maybe I wouldn't know the right answer or say the right thing. So it was really intimidating actually, but for whatever reason, I said yes to this one, and I'm really glad I did.
As I mentioned, I'm a born and raised Methodist, and I haven't done a Bible study in a while. When we lived in Paris, my husband and I were active in a Bible study group there, and it's been a long time. And I think like a lot of people who say they're Christians, you know, I was going on Sundays, I would talk about being faithful, I'd ask people if they'd pray about it. And so I saw God at work in other ways, in other people's lives, but looking at how I saw God in my life, I think that's probably what's changed, is how I'm seeing him in my life versus in other people's lives.
I really never have felt gifted in the area of teaching or like small group leader discussion. And so I would feel like every week I wasn't really doing enough. Like that's kind of how I would feel. So even though I kind of felt like it wasn't enough, I know it was, because I've seen, I just saw the growth in the women and they kept coming, so that was good. And I don't know, I feel like God moved.
Honestly, the relationship that I have with the women that we meet with, I think, you know, I was friends with them before, but it just feels so much more different. Like we can really lean on each other for like big things, not just a surface, you know, hey, how's it going? But really have some tough conversations. But also I think just feeling more comfortable. For me personally, just not so intimidated by the Bible.
So just seeing their boldness and their, like, the naturalness of it, I guess, in their relationship with the Lord has been really good.
We have had so many people stop and talk to us and tell us how we've inspired them at Starbucks. We've had people come over and we'll just ask how we could pray for them. You know, we've had sharp-dressed gentlemen who look like they're off going to a business meeting stop and say something to us. And that had a lot of an impact on just, wow, just by showing faith in a public place, what you can do.
They're like our community right now. Like Kyle will say, our social life right now, our community is my Revive School small group. When I don't have time for a lot of people in my life right now, I'm comforted by the fact that God's like, but I have this little group of friends for you, Laura. So
they love me for who I am. We all accept each other. We all have very different backgrounds, but there's just love there, and there's no judgment. They truly care, and it's nice to know that they're there, feeling safe. And sharing hard things and little things and everything in between.
Just knowing that you're not walking alone. I think for me, a lot of the realization is that I'm not the first person who's dealing with this, and it's a community, and that's what we get through life, is by sharing and being with others.
Or I asked them, I said, would you guys all like to, what do you think about inviting 1 or 2 people to join our group? You never know how that's gonna go, because girls can get kind of like, well, we just got like safe with all of us sharing our hearts. Now we're gonna like broaden that scope. But I would say immediately, like 2 of them were already like, oh yeah, I got 1 or 2 people in my heart already. Like I already know. And they were like, I think we have the same person, you know? So even though they're not gonna all lead their own group, they'll see how they'll be pouring into the new people that are added to our group. And so that really, I'm excited about that.